One of our devotions this week is in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23, verses 1 through 6. And in that passage, Jeremiah talks about the past shepherds of God's people. And not many of them had done well. Not many of them had cared and loved God's people as the sheep and flock of God. And then Jeremiah talks about how God will raise up a new shepherd, a new pastor, a new king. All of the kings of Israel and Judah failed the people of God, but there was yet to be one king who would shepherd God's people perfectly in righteousness and justice. As a matter of fact, at the end of the passage, this righteous branch that Jeremiah says God will raise up attests to the fact of one of the God's names, the Lord our righteousness. The Lord is our righteousness. The whole point of justification is that we receive a righteousness that is not our own. That's what the theologians call a passive righteousness, a righteousness that we don't lift a finger to bring about. A righteousness that all we do and all we offer are the empty hands of faith. So it's the Lord who is our righteousness. We're not our righteousness. We can't build a record of righteousness that would be pleasing enough to God for Him to accept us and bless us and favor us. So He provides our righteousness. He is our righteousness. And so remember that every day. There's not one day where you do not need to live in light of your justification. There's not one day when you've been bad enough to step beyond your justification. And there's not one day where you've been good enough that you don't need to walk in your justification. It is the Lord who is your righteousness. And out of that reception of passive righteousness, then we're motivated to live out an act of righteousness, responding out of grace from acceptance to God's commands to show our love and affection for Him.